Friends, today I will discuss observation research method. You know that for collecting primary data, there are three types of research methods, such as survey research, observation research, and experimental research. In this lecture, I will cover some subtopics of observation research method. There are: what is observation method of research, types of observation research methods, advantages and disadvantages of observation research methods, participant observation and non-participant observation, scientific observation and when is observation scientific, observation context, types of observation phenomena or what is observed, categories of observations, and human observations and its merits and demerits. In observation research method, researcher observes the people and their behavior and the objects, and based on observation collects information and then analyze information and prepares the research report. Observation research is a qualitative research method where the target respondent subject is observed and analyzed in their natural real world setting. Observation is a way of collecting data through observing. Observation data collection method is classified as a participatory study because the researcher has to immerse himself or herself in the setting where his or her respondents are while taking notes and or recording. Observational research typically provides qualitative data as the researcher is observing the subject in their natural setting. Dear students, now we shall see the types of observation research method. There are two types of observation research method, such as participant observation and non-participant observation. In participant observation, observer also participates in work with the people. People also observes. That means in participant observation method, observer also works and participates with the people and with their work, and then he works with them and also he observes the behavior of the people with whom he works. And non-participant observation means here observer or researcher does not participate with the people in work, but he observes directly or indirectly, and this method is called non-participant observation method. Now we shall see some advantages and disadvantages of observation methods. The advantages are: communication with respondent is not necessary, data without distortion due to self-report, for example, without social desirability bias, no need to rely on respondent's memory, non-verbal behavior data may be obtained, certain data may be obtained more quickly, environmental conditions may be recorded and may be combined with survey to provide supplemental evidence. And the disadvantages of observation research methods are: cognitive phenomena cannot be observed, interpretation of data may be a problem, for example, misrepresentation, not all activity can be recorded, only short periods can be observed, observer bias is possible, for example, selective perception, and possible invasion of privacy. Now we shall see the difference between participant observation method and non-participant observation method. When observer is a member of group who is he observing, then it is called participant observation. And when observer is observing people without giving any information to them, then it is called non-participant observation. In non-participant observation, observer is an eavesdropper, someone who attempts to observe people without interacting with them, without their knowledge that they are being observing, and used most routinely by psychologists studying children and animals. And participant observation, observer participates actively for an extended period of time. Observer may require observer to live or work in that area, assumes that observer will become accepted member of the group or community, and historically field research has been associated most strongly with participant observation. And levels of participation, both types of observation, that means non-participant and participant observations, are poles of a continuum. At one extreme is the participant observer who becomes completely absorbed in the group under observation. At the other is the non-participant who tries to remain aloof from it. Now we shall see what is scientific observation. Scientific observation is a systematic process of recording the behavioral patterns of people, objects, and occurrences without questioning or communicating with them. Now we shall see when is observation scientific. When observation serves a formulated research purpose, observation is planned systematically, observation is recorded systematically and related to more general propositions rather than being presented as reflecting set of interesting curiosities, and observation is subject to checks or controls on validity and reliability. Before starting observation, researcher or observer has to know the observation context. Dear students, now we shall see what are the contexts of observation. Observation context includes physical surroundings, other people in the setting, the interactions among different people in the setting, and social, cultural, political or economic context in which the behavior occurs and why it occurs. Dear students, now we shall discuss what is observed or types of observation. What is observed? The answer is physical actions, verbal behavior, expressive behavior, spatial relations and locations, temporal patterns, physical objects, and verbal and pictorial records are observed. Physical actions, for example, shoppers or buyers move pattern in a store. Verbal behavior, for example, statements made by airline travelers who wait in line. Expressive behavior, for example, facial expressions, tone of voice, and other form of body language. Spatial relations and locations, for example, how close visitors at an art museum stand to paintings. Temporal patterns, for example, how long fast food customers wait for their order to be served. Physical objects, for example, what brand name items are stored in consumers' pantries or storerooms. And verbal and pictorial records, for example, barcodes on product packages. Dear students, now we shall discuss different categories or different techniques of observation. There are 5 types of observation techniques. The techniques are natural versus contrived or artificial observation, direct versus indirect observation, disguised versus non-disguised observation, physical trace evidence observation, and mechanical observation. Now we shall see different techniques or categories of observation. First, natural and contrived or artificial observation. Natural observation means the settings are natural and observer just observes and collects information and records the information. And in contrived or artificial observation, the contexts are designed artificially and then researcher observes. In natural observation, Reactions and behavior observed as they occur naturally in real life situations. A wide variety of companies are sending researchers to the field to observe consumers in their natural environment, and natural observation is also suited for ethnographic research or foreign cultures. And contrived or artificial observation, here environment is artificially set up by the researcher. Researchers are increasingly relying on computers to conduct simulated market testing, offers a greater degree of control, for example, speedy, efficient, less expensive. However, it may be questionable as to whether or not the data collected does truly reflect a real life situation. Direct versus indirect observation. Direct observation captures a actual behavior or phenomena of interest. And indirect observation consists of examining the results of the phenomena. Indirect observation can give only relatively crude or imprecise indications of a phenomena. It is more efficient use of research time, more efficient use of research budget, and may be the only way to get data from situations impractical to observe directly. That means in direct observation, observation of an event personally by the observer when it takes place. This method is more flexible and allows the observer to see and record different aspects of the event, such as behavior as they occur. And indirect observation, this does not involve the physical presence of the observer, and the recording is done by mechanical, photographic, or electronic devices. Disguised versus non-disguised observation. Disguised observation. As consumers are unaware that they are being observed, results are not contaminated by false reactions. And in disguised observation, it raises a number of ethical questions about how far research can and should go. And in non-disguised observation, data may be researched as this form of observation can be complemented by an interview or questionnaire to further explain the consumer's behavior. Next observation technique or category is physical trace evidence observation. Physical trace evidence is a visible mark of some past event or occurrence. For example, we are on library books to determine books most read, erosion traces on floor tiles of museums to determine most popular exhibits, Campbell's crude cans in garbage. This method can be accurate. Next category is mechanical observation. When observation is made by using machine or by using a device, mechanical device, then it is called mechanical observation. There are 6 types of mechanical observations, such as eye tracking, response latency, voice pitch analysis, people meter, psychogalvanometer, and monitoring website traffic. When human being observes the behavior of the people, then it is called human observation. Dear students, now we shall see the merits and demerits of human observation. Benefits are communication with respondent is not necessary, data without distortion due to self-report, for example, without social desirability bias, no need to rely on respondent's memory, non-verbal behavior data may be obtained, certain data may be obtained more quickly, environmental conditions may be recorded, and the limitations or demerits of human observation are cognitive phenomena cannot be observed, interpretation of data may be a problem, not all activity can be recorded, only short periods can be observed, observer bias possible, and possible invasion of privacy. Students, we have arrived at the last stage of today's discussion on observation research method. We discussed what is observation research, types of observation research, that means participant observation and non-participant observation. we discussed the difference between participant and non-participant observation methods. Then we discussed advantages and disadvantages of observation. Then the context of observation, categories or techniques of observation, and human observation and its merits and demerits. So dear students, I hope that this lecture and discussion will be useful for you to understand the observation method of research, and I hope that this will be useful for you to understand this method. Thank you.